What do you think, Griff? Are we finally duck hunting? We're finally duck hunting. Everybody say hi.
What up?
Finally duck hunting.
It's your first one of the season?
Yeah.
Nice.
I just have a little homemade blind this morning. Some overcast skies. Good boy, Griffey. Good boy, Griffey. Heel. Good boy, heel. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Sit. Fetch him up. Fetch him up. Fetch. Fetch. Hold him. Good boy.
Another woody.
Coming around our backside.
Yeah.
Pass shot at him, shoot him. He's gonna die. Shoot this. Someone shoot. No, not yet.
Right here. Right out front.
Shoot it.
You hit him. He's gone. Griff, heel.
Over my back.
Griff, heel. Heel. No bird.
Over your head.
No bird. No bird. Heel.
You guys gonna shoot? No, I didn't even know where they were at. You didn't even say
Come here,
anything.
Griff. Come here, no bird.
Feathers came off.
Did we get one or no?
We hit it. Wow.
Griff, heel.
Fucking stuck in the tree. You didn't even call the shot. You just jumped up.
Heel.
I thought you moved. No. Fucking put my car down.
Well, that sucks.
Comes back.
I quit. I'm fucking done.
Right here, right here.
What are you doing?
All that juice bit catching up to you.
It's a fucking rooster, not a goose. Did you see him? Yeah, they're circling over the trees over there. I think they want him. Fucking whatever.
right.
Is there?
Yeah.
Going that way, Get ready. Kill that fucking can.
Fucking peppered that motherfucker. Look. I watched you smoke
Yeah, look at all the
fucker.
look at all the feathers fall off.
You hit that fucker square on and it didn't go down.
Oh, Mark.
What? Griff, heel. Griff, heel. 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 Come on. Heel. Get in here. Get in here. Sit.
What are you shooting?
I don't even know what I put in.
Those were those boss shells.
No, I didn't put any boss in. I got something else.
My gun didn't shoot.
I know it didn't. I flashed
Did you see that though?
Yeah,
Tanner
yeah.
fucking smoked it and it
Did you
didn't
see
go
the
down.
cloud of feathers come down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched your whole wad fucking.
No.
And a knot and slop.
The thing is if there's a chance that he might kick something up, we should probably sit down.
I'll play dead.
That
Sit.
means
I'll
Tanner
play
doesn't-
tree.
All right, well, it's the second morning of our duck hunting adventure. This is a little local pond that's shared with a private landowner. And that line is right there. So we're gonna have to try to keep everything in front of us. Everything this year is so dry. Most of our spots either didn't have birds on them or were so dry that hunting them would have been absolutely pointless. This stuff in front of us here is like knee to thigh deep, so there's just no way to sit in it. So we could stand, but I'm standing right now, and obviously, you know, I stick out like a sore thumb. So we're gonna sit back in these rushes, and we're gonna kind of play the long game. We know that there is cut corn over that way, and there's a bunch of cut corn over that way. There's some cut corn behind us. We spent all afternoon yesterday scouting, and this was the one property that we knew we had birds on, just a few. But this morning we heard geese. We heard a group of geese over there, a group of geese over there. We got a and we got a duck out there. So. Stay tuned. Well, that's super promising. We've already seen 4 ducks this morning. I don't know, I guess stay tuned. Is it coming?
They went down. If you stand.
If you can, hopefully you guys can hear this, but they're all piling into this short water, so hopefully we'll get a chance. We've had a bunch come over the top of us already, and these birds out here are talking. Might not be talking to us, but they're talking at least. This is pretty fucking cool. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good dog. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good dog. Bring her here. Bring her here. That's a good dog. That's a good boy. Good boy, Griffey. Good boy. Yes. Yes.
Because this, I might just sit on this.
I'm fine for right now. All right, well, it's a very young hen wood duck. No, sit. But it was a lot of looking for this bird. She went a long way after I hit her. Good news is, it looks like the shot was pretty much a dead killer, so no, sit. The bad news is that one shot kind of wrecked the birds that were on here. So, sit. We've seen more birds here than we have anywhere else all weekend, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah.
So I think it's just going to be a matter of time with this place and waiting for good opportunities. I don't have a super easy way to record what's going on, so if the footage is a little after the fact, I'm sorry for that.
With my luck, I'd shoot a goldeneye on Brady's pond without you.
With my luck, he would shoot a goldeneye on Brady's pond and I would manage to donkey fuck it for him somehow. So this is how my week has been going. My change oil light came on, so we had to do an oil change on Creamy Dave Street.
That went fine.
It went fine. My start truck battery low light came on this morning. My coat is soaked. I have no hat.
You're the only one with the bird.
My mojo is not working.
But we're on the board.
And it was the only mojo we brought because my other mojo is charging in Cream's garage.
You know how happy it is that I have a garage?
Sit. And yeah, so what else? Oh, and the big one, I lost my fucking cell phone yesterday on the river. So, but hey, I've killed 2 wood ducks
And 3 snipe.
and 2 snipe. All right, so these are my new TideWe Waders. I don't remember which ones these are, but they have these are their breathable waders. They have 1600 gram thinsulate in the boot and 200 gram insulation on the lining. So let's start with what I don't like. This is actually the only part of this wader that I don't like, is this lining. I wanted breathables because I get so hot when I'm hunting, especially in the early season, that I didn't want any of this. Like, the liner's fine, it's really soft and comfortable, but I wish it wasn't insulated at all. The straps are super comfortable. These are very comfortable straps. And this buckle really stays out of your way, especially when it's actually covered by the strap. And they're super high. They come all the way up to your armpit, which is awesome. Wait, a little deeper. This belt feature with these shell holders is great. It holds plenty of ammo. You can get 20 shells between these and the belt ammo editions. You can get 20 shells on your waders at a time. This pocket's nice and big. This pocket I should have used this weekend for my phone, but it is very waterproof. And the liner in the hand is super comfortable. The best thing about these is this boot feel. And I can't tell you why, but for whatever reason, I was not sinking into the mud today, hardly at all. Creams was like buried. He was like stuck. At one point, he couldn't get himself back from the mojo. He was like stuck in the mud, and I was not. So this mud release tread design is amazing. Easily my best pair of waders that I've worn to date. The one thing with these is I don't know how well they'll hold up during the trapping season. So that'll be like the big test, and I'll do a review of these when I'm done trapping for the fall and spring. That hasn't opened yet in Wisconsin, so obviously we're not doing it. But there you go, the TideWe. I guess these are the TideWe 1600 breathables is what they're called. They're awesome. Alright, so I had a loudmouth calls custom goose call and the guts fell out. So I had to go pick up another goose call. I didn't want to spend, you know, a ton of money. And the closest thing was a Cabela's. So I got one of these field proven, what did I buy? What did I buy? It's not a Raptor. It's not a workhorse. It's some kind of field proven goose call. It's a short reed, and I just wanted to show you what it sounds like. So for 60 bucks, this sounds pretty great. It is a poly call, so it's really, really loud. The low end sounds are a bit harder to get, because it's poly and it's just gonna be loud. But for kind of an emergency, like I needed a goose call because we know there are geese in the area, this one works great. All right, so this is this hen wood duck that we shot earlier today. And obviously we didn't shoot anything else. We only shot one bird. In a lot of states and federally, if you're transporting birds across state lines, they have to have a wing attached. Down. Stay. So I wanted to show you a really, and I am an unapologetic bird plucker, but when there's only one, it's kind of a lot of work. And so this year what I'm going to do is when I'm shooting these singles, I'm gonna do a different method to get the guts out, and then to that will let me do the wax plucking later, and I can do one big batch at the end of the year. Obviously if we had like 6 or 8 birds, then I'd probably just pluck them now. But I forgot to check for jewelry. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So first thing that I do is I take a pair of really good game shears. These are my Kershaw Taskmaster. These things are awesome. If you don't have a pair of these, you should really pick a pair up. So I'm going to come in here. I'm just going to cut this bone, and I'm going to take that off. Okay. That leaves me the wing flat and the drummet, which then I can make into like wings later on if I want. One of the reasons I like these Taskmasters is they actually have a notch for cutting through bones. So same thing on this side. I'm going to go right in front of that joint there because I don't want any sharp edges when I pack this away. So I'm going to go right in front of that joint. Clip that off. Okay. So that's what it looks like from that side. So now what I'm going to do is at the base of her tail, right here. Okay, I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. I'm going to pinch that skin, and I'm going to cut. Get this to the point where I'm at least through the skin. This is a very this bird does not have migration feathers on yet. Okay, so now I'm through. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my shears, I'm going to go inside that incision, right along the backbone. Okay. And you'll feel it when you cut through up here by this wing. You'll feel it. You'll be all the way through, and all that resistance. That's the wing. All right. So that's step one. You make this incision, and you cut up on this side of the backbone. Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, just like this is called. So if this bird was dressed and plucked, this would basically be how you spatchcock it. I'm going to show you why I like this method so much here in just a second. Go up to here. All right. So there's that. That side. Not through on that side. Okay. So now. Okay. There we go. Cut this off. I think that's actually. Might have actually. No. That was maybe a little wishbone. All right. So now. I'm gonna cut like that. I'm gonna stay in front of her windpipe. Okay, so now the head's off. And the spine is out. See? Head and spine, they're out. Okay. I gotta go grab a plastic garbage bag. Hang on 1 second. So, I've got my bird guts. Okay. Grab that windpipe, just like you would on a deer. Pull all that back. It's all gonna come out. All right. Okay. That's all out of there. So now I've got this, just this little tail bit here. Grab my shears again. Birds have a gland on the end of their tail. They store a lot of oil in that gland. That's like their preening gland, and you really want to make sure you have that cut out, because otherwise this is going to taste awful. So it should be right here. This should be that gland right here. You can kind of see how these are greasier. That oil gland is right there. Okay. So here's the heart. We'll see if Griff wants this. Hey. All right. Now we can pull out the lung. There's that. Not much left for lung on this side, so I don't have to worry about that. Make sure this is all nice and deep-blooded at least. Now you have a bird, okay, that you can now like do the wax dipping process with this. Now I'll show you guys that when I get to that at the end of the season. But what you do is you just take paraffin wax, you heat it up in some water, and you coat the feathers with the wax. And what happens is the wax binds to the base of these feathers, and then you put the whole thing in an ice bath and you can crack this open. But now I can transport this whole thing just like this. The guts aren't in it. It's it can be plucked and trussed and roasted, or you can break it down into its individual components, and you can take a leg and a thigh off. But the really nice part about this is literally it's already spatchcocked. So as soon as these feathers are off of here, this thing is ready to go on the grill or the smoker, just like this. Again, obviously you have to have the feathers off. I'm gonna see if I can't peel these ribs out of here too, because that makes this thing lay flat a lot nicer. Makes these things lay. Oh, there we go. There we go. And again, this, you can manage to wrestle these out of here on like a wood duck or a teal. I don't know how well that would work on a mallard. Mallards are a little bigger, and like obviously that's not going to work that well on a goose. So now this whole thing is going to just lay flat on your grill, just like that. You're going to be able to keep your skin. You're going to get all that good flavor, and yeah, that's my trick for cleaning one bird so that you can still process the whole thing really nice and not have to spend a whole bunch of time plucking. It's just, you know, it's just a couple cuts. It's a cut here, up the backbone, pull the head, cut the head off, pull the guts out, and you're done. So it's a really quick, fast way to clean a bird. And yeah, gonna do it for Griff and I for our duck hunting weekend with Uncle Dave, or Creamy Dave as he's known. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, tight lines, tight chains, shoot straight.